Hey everybody, I hope you guys can see this. Let's see. I'm not really sure because it's just kind of like ad.
First, create a cozy corner with soft bedding. Next, fuel your all-nighters with a retro mini fridge.
Okay, I hope everybody can see this. I'm not sure. Can everybody see me? Yeah, everybody sees you.
Teachers should have the spin out of
And it looks like there's a little bit more people in the chat, so I'm gonna kind of start talking about the birthday haul that I got and the things that I got over my weekend, because I went to out of town for the weekend and stopped at some of my favorite stores, and then I got kind of like discounts. So usually when you have your birthday, it gets like special. Some places will give you special discounts, like Jersey Mike's will give you a free sub and that for your birthday, and it's like, 'cause I usually eat there a lot. Let's see, let's just a little bit there so nobody can see everybody can see your pretty flower. And I've got a couple projects that I'm going to be working on. I don't know if anybody in there can see me. It looks like there's 3 people watching. So let's see. Can I like my own self? Can I like myself? Let's see. Nope. Okay. So I can't like myself, I guess, because there's a little thumbs up, which I should probably tell people to do more, like on my streams or whatever. Just give a thumbs up so I have an idea of who's watching. But like I said, it looks like there's 3 people watching. So one of the projects I'm actually working on right now, I'm doing like a diamond art project, and I got it from like a store that I usually don't shop at, but somebody gave it to me as a Christmas gift. I'm just starting to now get around to it. And the craft store begins with an H. I'm not going to go into it, but basically this is what it looks like. And I've kind of had to take, and if anybody doesn't know, this is Daisy right here. Say hi, Daisy. Hi. Sorry, I mean make you mad, but this is like, it's a diamond art thing. And these are all the colors. There's about 30 colors on there. And I'm just trying to get through it or whatever, because it looks cute, but the thing is there's a lot of grays and like a lot of like kind of gray blues and a couple pinks and purples. So I'm just kind of really just trying to get through it, if that makes any sense, because there's so much gray, so I have to take a break. And then it's like but I'm currently kind of working on it, and I'm probably like what I've been doing lately is kind of getting down to like almost where I'm almost done with the project and like finishing it off on like doing the camera clip where I finish it off. But yeah, it's just kind of one of those things where just trying to finish it and get it done, and it's like I have to take a break because there's just so many like similar colors, if that makes any sense, and stuff. So, and I think I'm just gonna wait before I start opening up gifts and talking about some of the stuff that I got for my birthday. So it's like, I get a couple more people in here, and maybe like around like, let's see what time is it right now. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so maybe I'll wait around till like, 8 o'clock to like kind of start opening up stuff. But I'm from Iowa, if anybody doesn't know that. But and so a lot of the times I'm on Twitch, in those chat rooms and stuff. I can get scratch your ear for you. Scratch. Daisy kind of a lot of the time tries to help me with my thing, and sometimes I do have to put her in another room and kind of lock her off, just because it's like if I'm painting like something and it's not sealed in a plastic bag where she paints or whatever, I don't want her like to be like messing with the paint, so I kind of will put her in another room or wait until she's asleep or scratch. So, and if anybody's in the chat, you can just kind of respond so I kind of know they're there, or give a thumbs up so I know that you're like watching. So, I'm gonna try to like maybe 8:15. It's like I'll start opening up the stuff and talk about some of the stuff I got for my birthday. This was one that I did a while back, Crayola crayon thing. It's got cat hair all over it, of course. And there was another like little kind of like, cat plushie up here. But somebody keeps taking it off the table and like bringing it into the bedroom for me. I don't know why. I might have to move it and put it somewhere else. Oh, here it is. Here's one of them. I moved and finally just kind of stopped, like took it off the table. The other one, I don't know where it's at, but this is one of them. And that, so. Okay, then I'm back. I was just kind of like trying to keep an eye on the chat on my desktop. But this is, like I said, this is Daisy. There, get her in there a little bit more. But let's see, I think I'm gonna maybe talk about, like I said, it's like, this is the current project that I'm working on, like, maybe get the box. This is like a diamond art that I'm doing right now. And it comes from a store that I usually don't shop at. It begins with an H. I usually shop at Michael's. That's the craft store I go to. Here, cover that up. But these are all the colors it comes with. And the thing is, like, I've been kind of having to take breaks on it because it's like 30, like I said, it's kind of like 30 colors in here. And the most I've ever done on like a diamond art project is like maybe 10. So it's a little bit like overwhelming for me, kind of. So yeah. But hi, Mr. Happy. Okay. And like I said, I'm gonna try to wait till 8:30, maybe 18. I think I'm gonna wait till 8:15 to like, kind of start like talking about the birthday hauls that I got and the gifts that I got. There. Scratch your ear. And the thing is, the weirdest thing is, one of the videos that got the most like views was my cat Daisy painting, which is like on my other channel. And like, me petting her, because she pretty much is a chill cat, like when I have to take her to the vet though, it's like she's usually not very happy. But her name is Daisy. The original name that I got for her, like when I adopted her from the animal control place, was Gabby. And I don't think this looks like a Gabby. Does that look like a Gabby to you? I don't think she looks like a Gabby. She looks more like a Daisy. Right back. I'm going to go get a drink of water. Back. There you go. Oh no! Are you in a mood today? Yeah. Let's hope Daisy doesn't sign me off, because she's done that before where she's actually logged me off of my computer. Okay, I'm not gonna pet you. I'm just gonna let you sit there. Okay, well, this is one of the birthday hauls that I got. Sephora gives you kind of like a little free, like either points or like we call it points, or like a little gift. And I just got the gift because it's like I don't go to Sephora as much as I used to. And basically it's a Tower 28. I guess it's supposed to help with redness. I don't know. Well, I just asked her, the lady. I said, yeah, okay. So like I guess if I got sunburn or I'm a little bit whatever, it's like I would probably use it. And like a lip color. I think it's lip color. Let's see. Not for resale. Let's see. Lip jelly. Shine on lip jelly. So let's see what color this is. I'll open it up and let's see. Not too bad of a color. Looks kind of like a neutral color. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, basically kind of like a neutral color. Which would work with anybody's skin tone, I think. If you wear lip gloss or whatever. Once in a while I will, but not very often. So yeah. Usually I don't wear lip gel very often. Unless I'm going someplace. And let's see. And one of the other birthday hauls I got was not necessarily for me. I don't know if you can hear me. Not necessarily for me. I gave it to my mom because it's like it was 30% off of Michael's. And at the time, I couldn't really find anything that I liked because all the stuff I liked was on sale, and it has to be not on sale. So it's just kind of like, I don't know if you can see this. It's kind of like a miniature 3D puzzle, and it's like kind of got lights and puzzles on it and stuff. So that's one of the things that I got. And I probably will later on down the put it kind of partly together. And then later down the road, kind of do the final 10 pieces of putting it together on camera and recording it. So that's one of the things that I got, just for my mom. But I'll probably do it on camera, just to kind of, do it. Because it's like Michael's is one of those places I usually try to support because they're LGBT friendly, and they're kind of support the LGBT community. That's one of the other craft store that we have here. They're not LGBT friendly, and they don't support a lot of things. So that's one of the things I got. And like I said, eventually I'll probably down the road will put this together. Like I said, I've got so many other crafts I need to put together that this is one kind of later down the road. It's I'll probably do and record it. I've got a lot of usually how I do my when I post things, I will do it a couple weeks ahead of time, and then post it later down the road, just so I don't get burned out. Because I try to say if I used to try to do one every week, and it just burned me out, and I couldn't do it. It was just too much for me. So, hi. Another thing I did is one of my favorite stores is World Market. You can't you can't have this. No. And it's I got 15% off at World Market. And whenever we go out of town, a lot of the times I will go to World Market and buy stuff there just because it's one of my favorite stores to go to in Omaha. Let's see if I can find the other thing that I had. Let me look real quick. I can find it hidden under the pile of stuff I have. Is this right here. It was kind of a little felt thing. Hey. Here. It was here a little felt cat that I got at World Market. Somebody keeps trying to play with all my little things, but eventually I'm gonna try to where I'm gonna try to make one of these because I have a little kit that I bought. But again, it's one of those kits where they say it takes more than 6 hours to do. So it's I'm probably gonna do a lot of it off camera, and then do the rest of it on camera. Just because of that. But that's one of those things I got at World Market. Then the other one was I was looking to get a new and that came to around I think maybe $5 on with the discount and everything. Here, don't do that. I don't want you to take me off the camera. But this is one of the other things. I was looking to get a new pump or whatever for my bathroom. And my aesthetic is basically this color blue and blue and ocean tones. So, I was looking to buy a new soap pump, and I wanted blue. And this was kind of expensive. It's probably around like $12 or 12, like $13. And like then I had a discount, so I got it. And really, it's like the thing is, it's really hard to find like nice, hardy, like colored soap dishes. A lot of them are like plastic, or kind of like a generic looking like ceramic color. So yeah, I was really looking to like find this, and it's like so I figured $12 wasn't very bad, and it comes with soap. So that made me like kind of like buy it since I had the discount. And the other thing I got from World Market, and I got like a couple other things, but it's called a Tibbet where you put things on it like that. So that's what I got too. Was like a cat one, and this was like I'd say like $14.99. But it's a good metal, like it's a good like metal, and and I put like kind of like some things on it, so in my kitchen. So like I said, I really wanted to get like like I said, since I had the discount, I got it. So I got like a 15% discount. Like I said, ended up spending a little bit more than I wanted to, but that's usually what always happens. Is like I always end up spending more than I want to and stuff. So at the end, then this wasn't necessarily like at Michael's. It wasn't a discount, but it's like it was on sale because I couldn't get it. Anything that's on sale with your Michael's birthday discount, you can't like get anything that's on sale. But I was interested in getting it because it came around about like $5, and basically what it is kind of like looks kind of like diamond art, but I think it's like brick art where you put the little bricks down and then you lay it on the like little thing or that. I don't know. It's like I'll find out like later down the road when I open it and stuff. But that's basically what it kind of looks like. Like if you put the little bricks down there and then you lay it down and make out the image. But we'll wait and see and find out when I open it. Like I said, it was on sale for like $5. And the other thing I got, I was very very happy about, was Faber Castell and like Prismacolor are my two favorite coloring pencils. I don't like the Faber Castell like markers, but originally this was like 30, like let's see, what was it, like $35? I would say originally, and I got it for 17. It's probably because they're getting their inventory out, and they're probably wanting to get new inventory. But one of the things, but it's my top favorite pencil color brand because I don't do markers. I should probably get like a good set of markers or whatever for certain types of projects or whatever. But yeah, I usually don't do markers. I either do like crayons or I do color pencils. My main media is like color pencils. And one of these days, I probably might get like a color pencil brand, whatever. But I'm gonna open it up and I'm gonna test all the colors and like tell the names of them if they have names. I don't know. They might just be numbers. A lot of the time, like the Faber Castell brand does not like name their pencils. They just kind of do like what do you call it, like numbers. So there. So let's see how it looks when we open it up. And I do appreciate it that it's in a tin. Let's see. It says founded in 1761. Faber Castell is one of the world's oldest industrial companies, and it's been run by the same family for 8 generations. The company is present in more than 120 countries, and its own production facilities is in 9 countries. Company distributed in 23 countries. And it's like basically a whole entire thing. You could probably just go on the website and read it all. I don't really want to read it all. So, like I said, it's like $17. It's like actually a really good deal because it's like usually one pen. If you want to buy one pencil, it usually comes around like $2 to buy a pencil. So this is yellow. Looks like kind of like a lemon yellow. I don't know if you can see it right there. Probably can't because there's a cat butt in your face. But let me see if I can find a toy for her to play with. Okay, yes, I'm getting you a toy. Come on, let's go. Here, go get it. So yeah, go and find. Yeah. So this looks kind of like a lemon yellow. But anyway, this one looks kind of like a lemon yellow, I would say, like a bright yellow. And the number is, let's see, 105. I might actually have this one. I'm not sure. The next one looks kind of like a goldenrod yellow. And the number is 107. So, yeah, that's much more of a golden yellow, like a goldenrod yellow. A bright goldenrod yellow, I would say, and stuff. And this one is 108. Am I going to have to put you in timeout? I think I'm going to have to put you in timeout. Let's go get you a toy. There. I think I found a toy that she likes. So the next color is, let's see, what was that? Yellow. It's kind of like an orangey, like yellow orange. And this is 109. No, wait. Let's see, 109. Because I didn't do the white. Because white would just like probably kind of on here be kind of not doing anything. Let's try and see. I'm pretty sure white wouldn't do anything. And the thing is that I really do like about the Better Brand pencils, like Crayola, it does not blend. But if you can see, it'll blend with whatever you're working with and like blend in. So this is the next color. And this is kind of, can I have my page back, please? Thank you. Oh, she's being naughty tonight. Probably because it's like I didn't give her attention. Or she might be hot, but you know, I might have to go play with her a little bit and put her in timeout or something. I don't know. But basically this looks kind of like orange, like a yellow orange. So we'll do that one down here. I don't know if you can see it or not. Sorry about that. I got her another toy to play with. Like she's being a little bit angry, but this is kind of like, I don't know if you can see it, it's kind of like a orange, like a yellow orange. So we'll put that over here. And this one's much more like, and that's like number 109. And this is 115. So they must not have all the colors in there. I'm not sure how many hot colors there are exactly, but and this is much more of like a red orange, or a true orange, if that makes any sense. And that's like 115. And this one looks kind of like a red with a little bit of orange in it. And this is 121. Like, so they don't name their colors, but you can see it's kind of like a red color right there. I don't know if you're there. So, and that's more like, I'd say with like, more like a red, but not super red. And this one looks more like a true red, you know, like an intense red versus that one. And this is 126. And this one looks like a pinky peach. And this is 131. So I actually do kind of like this. I'm not really a pink person, but I do kind of like that pinky peach color. And this is 125. And this is more like, I would say, like a violet / purple type color, I would say. And this one here is, I'd say, like a true purple, if that makes any sense. Where it's much more of like, you know, what you think a purple would be. That one is like much more like a purple. And then we're down to the blues. And these don't look like they're different. One of the things I do like about this, like if you see like the tip and the color, like of the product, it's like it actually pretty much close to what the color is. Whereas a lot of, like, you say if you get like a Crayola or something like that, it doesn't always actually match the paint. That's not on the actual product does not match the color that you're working with. So you'll look at this and you'll be like, oh, this doesn't look like the color that I'm working with. And this looks like, let's see what kind of blue this is. This is 143. That looks much like a true blue. So And this is the next blue. And this looks more like a light type blue or 120. So yeah, it's a little bit of a lighter version of a blue, I would say. And this looks right here kind of like an aqua blue or like an ocean blue. Let's see. And this is, what number is that? 147. So this looks kind of like an ocean blue, I would say, right here. So, and like I said, this is the one thing I do like about these pencils. Like, so if you want to blend them, they blend really well together. So, but this looks like an ocean blue. And this looks like a teal or like I would say like an aqua blue, so I can get it out with my finger. And this is 158. So yeah, this is definitely kind of like an ocean blue or an aquamarine or like a teal. So now we're getting into the greens, and this would be, I would say, this is probably going to be like kind of, definitely this is going to be, I would say like a sea green or and that's what I would say that would be like. But that's 161. And then, let's see, we'll get, the next one is 163. And at least I appreciate this shop. And this is much more like a green, grass green, I would say. I don't know what anybody would say that it is, but. And then, let's see what somebody said in chat. Yeah, they have very nice pencils. Let's see what's. Like I said, I like the Prismacolor ones a little bit more, but the Prismacolor ones are kind of more expensive. And one of these days, I would like to try like the what we call it, like beeswax crayons. Let's see, and this is kind of, this is definitely much more of a grass green, and this is 167. Like so, and this is definitely a grass green. I would call this definitely grass green or a pine green. If that makes any sense. And then I don't know why there's an orange all the way down here, but there's like an orange. Maybe this. Actually, this is supposed to probably be a brown. I'm guessing this is probably supposed to be the brown section. But this is 187, and this is kind of, I would say, like a yellowy gold brown. If that makes any sense. It definitely looks like a yellow gold brown to me. And this looks kind of like, and this since they don't name their colors, 192, and this looks kind of like a red brown. I'm guessing. Yeah, that's definitely kind of like a red brown. So, and this looks like a true brown. So this, like what you would expect like a brown to look like. And this is 176. So yeah, that's definitely like what a brown would be, or like more like a dirty brown. If that makes any sense. That's what this looks like. And then we're getting onto the grays and the blacks, and I'm just going to take them out in the end. So this is 273. Okay, 199. So we'll do 199 next. And this definitely looks like kind of like a black. Like a black, what you think a black would look like. And this is like a 133. So this is like a gray. Like probably like a true gray. And this one is 273. I don't know. Let's see. I can't really tell the difference between these two. They pretty much look exactly the same to me. Let's see. Yeah, they pretty much look almost exactly the same. This one might be more of like a lighter gray. Sorry about that. That was an ad. But like I said, these two grades, I can't really tell. Okay, the difference between them. Let's see. We'll do this, and then we'll do that. But they pretty much almost look exactly like the same gray to me. This one might be much of a brown gray, and this one is much more of like a light gray. That's the only difference I can really tell. Otherwise, they pretty much do look almost exactly the same. But I saw the deal on these, and I'm like, I'm gonna get these because it's, like I said, my favorite color and pencil brand. And we'll put this back in here, the story or whatever, which I don't want to read. So, but those are basically all the colors right there. I don't know if you can see them. But like I said, they're very nice coloring pencils, and they blend together very well. But like I said, I'm much more of a Prismacolor girl, but it's like these are much more of affordable. And it's like I pretty much like them almost equally. So the next thing I'm going to do is like Clarity Cat. She's a Twitch streamer. She had sent me 2 gifts. I kind of know what this one is a little bit, but I haven't really looked at it. But she sent me a gift, and she sent me the other one. The other one is lost in space somewhere. So I have no idea where it is. It's like it was supposed to get here like 2 days ago. And she basically told me, yeah, it's not going to get here till the 20th of August. You know, so it's lost in space somewhere on delay. So basically, I kind of know what it is already. It's kind of like diamond art that I had on my Amazon wish list. And this is basically what it looks like. I don't know if you can see it or not. This basically looks like it's got like little gems and big gems, all gems of all different sizes. And it's like, I kind of got a feeling I'm going to do that like this a little bit better than the one that I'm currently working on, which is this. And it's like I said, this one, like I said, because this one looks only like it's got like 9 colors, whereas this one's got like 30. These are all the colors. And I'm finding it kind of overwhelming, and it's like I've had to take breaks between doing it just because it's so overwhelming. And thanks for the birthday wishes. I appreciate that. But like I said, but it looks really pretty, and it looks kind of very simple without like being like overwhelming, you know. So I really appreciate that she sent me this. So thank you, Clarity Cat. Yeah. So yeah, and like I said, I did have a nice birthday weekend, even though it's like where we went basically the whole entire time. It was like one day it was like 100, like when we were out and about, it was 101, and I was gonna do more outdoor stuff, and basically after that, I was like, oh no, I'm not. I'm going to go back to the hotel. I'm going to have a drink, and I'm going to go sit by the pool or whatever, or sit and like watch the view. So that's what I did, because it's like after that, I was like, no, I'm not doing any more of this. And let's see, I've been finding the other projects that I'm working on. But I do actually have like, let's see if I can find my Prismacolor ones. Some Prismacolor ones. And these were like actually $17 too, these Prismacolor ones. Like I said, and they're much more better color, like brand. But like I said, I got them on sale. But it's like I don't use these very often. They're pretty much like I covet these because, you know, I don't try to use them very often, because it's like I said, it's like $17 for 12 like pencils, you know. So, and this is basically kind of what they look like. So I can get them right there, you know. But I've used them here on and off. But like I said, it's like I don't use them very often. Once in a while, like if it's some project that I'm working on that I really like. And I don't think they like really name their pencils neither. You know, it's like it seems like the higher end pencils don't really name their pencils. Let's see if I can find. Look. Yeah, they actually do. So this color is called Very Kelly. So they do, like, that's the difference between Prismacolor and Faber-Castell. I guess, like, I don't know how to pronounce it, like, really. But that they do actually name their colors. And this one looks a little bit overwhelming, but hopefully it's like, you know, it works. Looks like Daisy finally gave up and like decided to go bother something else. So that's good. But you know, it's been a nice birthday, you know, but like I said, it was hot. So, and I think it's you know, it's cooled down a little bit. So now it's probably in the 70s, I would say, and stuff. So it's like, at least it's like I can, you know, we can chill out a little bit, you know, like, because Midwest, like, heats are very kind of humid and they kind of stick to you. You know, anybody that lives in the Midwest knows that. But when I get my other, like, birthday gift, I will probably maybe just open that on, like, just do like a taping of me opening it, just because, like I said, it's lost in space somewhere on delay. Nobody's fault. That's just how the postal service works sometimes. And I'm kind of looking forward. I might do like a color page with this or something like that and try that. But like I said, when you fill these, it's like they feel like much more like smooth. I could probably actually do a test of like, this is like probably my second best brand. And this is my Crayola. and we'll see if we can find similar, like see if I can find like a similar color and do like a test with all three. So this is like this color. Let's see if I can open it up. And this color, I'm gonna try to see if I can try to do similar colors. I don't think I have any in the Prismacolor. I kind of do have something like similar in the Prismacolor in the Faber-Castell brand. So let's see this one right here. Okay, so this is kind of, let's see, this is the Crayola. The thing is with this, you have to press really hard, and like this is sky blue, but it's like they're not going to be very similar. But it's like with the Crayola, you have to really kind of like actually, press on it. And this is kind of Prismacolor, but like I said, it's kind of like butter. Like if you push on it, it's like this one feels kind of like butter, and then so does the Prismacolor kind of. Prismacolor is just a little bit like more expensive than the other one, but and then we'll do like a blending. We'll just use the Prismacolor white. Can I have my thing back, please? Thank you. Like as you can see, this is kind of how it blends.
Program for free and get 3% back on every purchase. Level up to gold and earn 6.
But like I said, you can kind of see the Crayola doesn't really blend as well as like the other ones. Sorry about that. It's like in these ads. But like I said, you can kind of see how they blend differently. But I see that Tails and Wings is here, which I appreciate, and Ghost Pepper Lollipop. And they're Twitch streamers, and it's like maybe after I like close this out, I would put their at least like their streams like in the description, just so everybody kind of knows who they are. And that so when it's like if you guys ever want to go through their stream, but I go to their like chats quite often, and like it's just kind of like you have like actual like intellectual discussions when you're in Ghost Pepper's like chat. If that makes any sense. So it's like, sorry about that. I was on mute. It had an ad, so I muted it. But Ghost Pepper Lollipop is here, and she's a Twitch streamer. And it's like one of those places where you can go have an intellectual discussion with people, whether you agree or not. It's like, and just discuss like political views and LGBT issues, and like just or like in she has like chill like solitary Saturdays and that and stuff. So and it's like one of those places where you can go just have an intellectual conversation and like talk about stuff, which I like doing. So, and I'll probably put their link description in here. So if anybody ever wants to go to Twitch, they're on Twitch and they want to go there, they can go there. And like, so Clarity Cats is the one that sent me like the diamond art piece. And like I said, I'm not going to do it right now because it's like, I'm just trying to get through this one. And after that, I finish that diamond art piece off. I might like just, finish off like go do something else because like this it's not like a small like little piece. It's like big, so it's like there's a lot that have to do to finish it off. And I usually find after I do diamond art for a little bit, I have to just kind of take a break and do something that's relaxing because it's kind of can be a little bit stressful, sometimes. And I'm not trying to be stressful, and it's like stuff. But I do appreciate everybody being here and the birthday wishes, even though my birthday was the 23rd. But that's all the stuff I got for my birthday and stuff. And like all the stuff, things that it's like I did. You know, because the place that we went, they have like a it's called World Market, which is like if you ever have a chance to go to one of those stores, just go there and just look around just for fun. It's just fun to look, even if you don't buy anything. I spent a little bit much more money than I should have, but thanks everybody for being here, and and thanks for like supporting my stream. I have like a lot more stuff coming up in the next few months. Probably all the way in like my things I'm gonna be posting. I have all the way up until like January. Like I said before, I do like pre-record my things. I don't do them live, and I do it every 2 weeks, just because it's like I don't want to get burnt out. Because I don't. If I knew how to do like what do you call it, like time lapse, and like had a better equipment, I'd probably be a little bit better in my stream. But I'm doing the best with what I have. But I do appreciate everybody being here, and thank you for watching. You guys rock, Glitter Stocks, and thanks for watching.